Hey everybody, I have been asked 6 times in the last 24 hours what my opinions are about what's happening in the hospitals and whether or not I'm sending my kids back to school. So I figured I should go on record and do this publicly. It's probably time. It is July 17th, 2020, aka the year the devil came to Georgia and the rest of the world too, pretty sure. It's never gonna end. Okay, so I think I'm going to do this in 2 parts. In this first video, I'm going to talk to you about what I'm seeing in the hospital. All right, so I am an ICU nurse practitioner. I work in 2 hospitals here in Georgia. One of them has been a COVID hotspot. Yeah, it's been a COVID hotspot. So we are full on surge mode again. Yes, I don't know number-wise what the line in the sand to call things a surge are, but I can tell you the hospital's full. So to me, that means surge, and it's full of COVID. So yeah, surge. COVID is surging for sure again. At that hospital, we have zero beds available. Not in the COVID ICU, not in the non-COVID ICU, not in the non-ICU COVID floors, not in the non-COVID, non-ICU floors. No beds in the hospital. They're all full, which means people in the ER are backing up and they're holding them in the ER for 12, 24 hours at this point. Some of them super duper sick. So everything's backlogged. We have a mobile unit that has been built. It's actually super nice. I've been in it. It's very well designed, but it's like shipping crates, squished together to make a unit. It's outside the walls of the hospital and it can house 20 people. As of yesterday, it was not open, but I'm sure as soon as it opens up, it will fill up. So yeah, surge mode is upon us. All right, so what's different about this surge compared to the one in April? Well, now there is no quarantine, there is no mandatory shutdown, so everybody is out and about living their life, which means they're getting sick as they would normally, and normal sickness is in the hospital as well as COVID sickness, so we're full of everything, all the things, they're all there. In April, we saw our poor Hispanic population, oh my gosh, just got decimated. The young middle-aged people that are Latino in our community got hit really, really hard. And while we're still seeing some of those people in the hospital right now, that's not the majority of it. They're still there, just not with the astronomical numbers that they were in April. What I'm primarily seeing now is what we anticipated the first time around, and that's the 50 to 80-year-old crowd, primarily Caucasian folks. And they're very, very sick. They, how did they get it? Well, they fall into several camps. One, they're just out living their lives normally, and they're going to events and they're going to gatherings. I've heard stories of people going to a baby shower, like 6 or 7 people in the family getting sick at that baby shower, but Meemaw and Peepaw are not doing well with their sickness, and they're both intubated and proned up in the ICU, very, very sick, maybe not going to survive. Or Meemaw and Peepaw are doing the right things and staying home and staying isolated, and somebody's bringing it into their home. Usually a family member who had no idea they were sick. They were asymptomatic, or they were exposed to someone and didn't find out until after the fact, and they gave it to Meemaw and Peepaw, and now they're okay, but Meemaw and Peepaw laid up in the hospital. And then community gatherings. I'm seeing several outbreaks amongst churches, nursing homes, anywhere where people are not standing 6 feet away and where they're not wearing masks. They're spreading it because, okay, here's my little tangent, y'all. The asymptomatic spread, that is what is getting people. You don't realize you're sick, and you go out in public or you go to a family gathering and you give it to someone and you never knew you had it. That's why health officials keep telling you to wear masks, because masks primarily help the sick people from infecting the non-sick people. But how do you know you're sick? You don't know you're sick. So everybody has to wear masks. So that's why everybody's enforcing it. What's different this time around? Well, several things. We understand a little bit more about mode of transmission. We understand a little bit more about method of treatment and the multiple complications that come from it. So we have gotten more skilled in the art of treating them. Doesn't necessarily change outcomes, sort of, because we do a better job managing the problems. But the end game is still that there is no magic bullet for this. This is a viral infection. There is nothing magic to fix it. We just have to support the body while it tries to heal itself and offer as much as we can from a medicine standpoint and a ventilation standpoint, and give them time to get over it. And it takes weeks, if not months, y'all, a long period of time. Another thing I wanted to address in this video is, people keep talking about, well, all these people are dying, but it's not truly from COVID, or the falsified death certificates. People are saying they died from COVID when they really didn't. Let me explain why this is confusing. Okay. When the virus first hit, we knew this was a viral pneumonia, and our primary problem was going to be ventilating or breathing for people and oxygenating or getting oxygen into the bloodstream. We knew that was going to be extremely challenging, and it was, and it still is. What we didn't know is that the virus has direct complications of many other parts of the body. It's not just the pneumonia, folks, okay? This virus causes thrombosis. Big word, means blood clots throughout the entire body. Brain, leading to strokes. Heart, leading to heart attacks. Directly in the blood vessels of the lungs, causing pulmonary emboli. To the legs and the arms, cutting off blood flow, leading to amputations. I've seen it happen. People get their parts of their body chopped off. Clots in the intestines, so that the bowels become dead, which can become gangrenous, which can kill you. So they have to go to surgery and get half of their intestines cut off and hope they survive. Clots everywhere. Those things cause death, and they are directly related to the virus. None of this would have happened if they had not gotten infected with the virus. The virus killed them. Okay? There are other things. Long-term effects that it's still too early for us to even truly get a handle on. Permanent scarring of the lungs, called pulmonary fibrosis. And is that truly going to be permanent, or will it ever reverse? We don't know. We're only months into this. You need years to determine these kind of things. So we're working on that as it's thrown at us. Encephalitis. Big word, just means effects on the brain that causes people to never wake up, or never stop seizing, or be incredibly delirious to the point that they're combative and a threat to themselves and the staff, and they have to go into a medical coma. None of these complications were things that we anticipated, and we have literally had to just roll with the punches, try and figure it out as it's thrown at us. And there are still things that are coming up, but right now we kind of have a better handle on the things to look out for. It doesn't necessarily change the fact that there's still problems and they may still take people's lives, and it still makes treating it very complicated. We just kind of understand it a little bit better. So yeah, that's why things are so bad in the hospital, and it's super busy, and it's mostly old people, and you need to wear a mask. Masks are important. I feel very, very strongly about that. I'm not even going to go into the vaccine discussion because that's a whole nother ball of wax, but I definitely encourage you guys, when you're sick, stay away from people. When you're not sick, wear your mask and isolate yourselves as much as you're able to. I know it's hard, and I'm struggling with it myself. And in the next video, I'm going to talk to you about my thoughts on whether or not to send the kids back to school. If you need a mask, okay, look how cute my mask is, y'all. Isn't this stinking adorable? Oh, I love it. It's such a fashion statement. I think they're so fun. So go get you some fun masks. Accessorize. I got that from Old Navy. I got 20 masks for $50, which is a pretty darn good deal, for all of my family, for all the things that we have to do. So get you a cute little mask. Don't be embarrassed to wear it. You only got to wear it for a couple of hours. No, you're not going to become hypoxemic. No, you're not going to become alkalotic from breathing too fast. No, you're not going to get carbon dioxide poisoning or carbon monoxide poisoning. No, you're not going to get mold in there, because you got to wash this every day. You wear this for one day, you wash it at the end of the day. I don't know. A lot of people saying they have health reasons why they can't wear masks. I'm not completely sure I buy it, friends. But if you can't, be careful with yourself, and try and stay away from people as much as humanly possible if you truly can't. So that's my spiel. Check out the next video to find out about school. And I also have a slideshow that I will link somewhere up in here, up in this joint, that you can see pictures of what my ICU looks like. Stay safe, friends.